the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints
Welcome to Saints at
One more
Mountain
time.
United Methodist Church. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Delceta White, and she's been with us for some years here, but she has been a lifelong Christian. And I'd like to welcome her in the name of the Lord. Delceta, thanks for coming today. It is my honor and privilege to have a nice conversation with you today.
Thank you,
Okay.
Pastor.
Yes, yeah.
I'm happy and glad that you have invited me.
All right. I want you to relax,
Yes.
smile, and share your story with our church members and friends. Okay? Let me ask you this way. Tell us about your childhood, your growing up years.
Okay, Pastor. Unfortunately, I have grown up without a father because my parents, George Theophilus Reed, Adina Adriana Reed, had migrated to Cuba from Jamaica. When they returned home with 3 children, and she was pregnant 5 months with me. After giving birth to me, unfortunately, my father died when I was 4 months old.
Oh.
And she alone had to raise all 4 of us with just the help of 2-foot machines that she brought from Cuba.
Oh, wow.
Because she was a very good seamstress.
Seamstress. All
And
right.
she was able to send us to school and college, and whatever she could do to help us to be on our own, she did it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I'm very grateful to her.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yes, yeah. All right. So that was in Jamaica, right?
Yes, Pastor.
All right. So you grew up in Jamaica until...
I grew up in Jamaica. In Jamaica until I think I was in my late 20s
Oh, really?
when
Okay.
I migrated to the United States.
Oh, I see.
And I came here and...
What year was that you came to America?
My
1960s?
I think I was born 30.
Oh, you were born in 1930.
Yes.
So around
about
1960s you must have come to America. All right.
And I worked a few places, and I was very much afraid of the cold. So I
That's right.
had preferred to go to a job that I didn't have to come home at night.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right.
So I did some babysitting.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
And later on, I realized that New York Telephone was hiring people.
Oh, right.
And they said, if you like to talk on the phone.
That's right, which you did.
Yes.
All right.
So I applied for the job.
All right.
Took the interview and got through.
Wow.
And I worked 24 years. Or 18.
Back though in those days, you what do you call like
we
connecting
put the wires,
wires?
and then that was
Telephone operator, right?
Telephone operator.
That's
Until they
right.
turned into TSP.
Oh, what does that mean? TSP.
You put the wires and you didn't have to stick them in there, and sometimes when they passed, the boards were so pretty.
Oh, yeah.
They were crossed, but
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they did what they call TSP.
TSP.
And then they went to TSPS. That was that was a higher standard.
Higher standard. Oh, right.
And you could connect people all over the world.
I remember I came here in 1985, and at the time, if I want to call my mom in Korea, international phone call, AT&T, it cost me $1 per minute. Quite expensive.
Right.
But now it's much cheaper. But anyway, so did you enjoy working as the...
Oh, I loved it.
Oh.
You
didn't eavesdrop some people?
No, we can't do that because we were being observed on.
Oh, really?
And what they did was to go at the end of one of the positions. We had the positions lined up.
Yeah.
And when they're ready, they would go with their headset.
Oh,
And you wouldn't know,
that's right.
which of you was being observed on.
Man, wow.
Until when they're finished,
Mm-hmm.
they would call you out
Oh,
and
I
told
see.
you how you did, And so far, thank God, I had always did well because
right,
they never
that's right.
wrote me up. Twice I got 10 years without being absent. Out
Wow.
of the 24 years, two times 10 years.
That means 20 years.
Yes.
Wow. You must have been a good worker.
Well, my supervisor, one of them asked me, Delceta, how you managed not to have been absent. I told her that there were days when I felt a little sick.
That's right.
But I know that they were very strict.
Oh.
And if you stay out, they would put you on some kind of notice that you have to stay home for a couple of weeks and don't get paid or whatever it is. So I always try my best. So I say, even when I'm sick, I come, hoping that I might get sicker and don't have to stay.
That's right. That's right. All right. Wow, that's good. Thank you.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
Once there was a fire on the subway.
Oh, wow. In New York,
I used to drive and park at my sister's gate and take a train.
Okay.
And when I got downstairs to the train, I saw everybody down there saying that there's a fire.
Oh, wow. In the subway.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So those days we never had
That's right.
cell phones.
Yeah.
I went back upstairs and called my job and told them.
That's right.
And they said, Delceta, any way that you can get here.
Wow.
So I had driven, but I was going to take the subway part way. True. I went back, got the car, and drove. And one day when she took me out not to give me information of how I'm doing, she said, Delceta, you had never been late, but you were late on such a date. And I told her that is impossible.
Yeah, that's right.
And when she checked it, she said that was the day
that
we had the fire.
Oh, I see.
So they had me down as being late.
Yeah.
But she spoke to the higher ups, whoever they are.
Yeah, no, the normal guy like me said, forget it, I'm not going to work today.
And they said, take it off.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's the story.
That's good. Thank you. Oh, good. The second question I have is that how did you get to know Jesus Christ, our Lord?
Well, like I mentioned, that my mother was a very Christian lady. And everybody in my family, I had an uncle who was a director for music.
Wow.
And a cousin. My uncle's name was Herbert Donaldson. And my cousin was Charles Saunders. And they were the ones who practice us whenever we have any function for practicing.
Okay.
They would practice, and we sung a lot of hymns, and not hymns, anthems.
Anthems, yeah.
All over the place. At Tabernacle, that's another church that belonged to the Congregational Church.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about Jamaica?
Still,
okay, Jamaica. Okay, yeah.
And then when I came to Kingston now, I joined another church, which was an Anglican. But I did not like it so much. But unfortunately, the Congregational Church that we used to have, they had very few in America.
Oh.
And some years ago, a cousin of mine passed away. And she was eulogized at that church. That was a Congregational Church. So when I went there, I decided that from now on, I will be going there.
Yeah. Was there any Methodist congregation in Jamaica?
There were a few, but not that many.
Oh, not that many.
The Congregational, the Baptist is
very, that's
very
true.
Strong ones, and Catholics too.
Catholics too. Yeah.
But not many.
Methodist. Okay.
But then later on, as the years went by, Methodists came about. And when I went to Florida, I called my pastor. His name was Pastor Mullins. And I asked him to transfer my membership. And I got it to United Methodist.
All right.
And I stayed there for 21 years.
Yeah, that's right.
The same seat every Sunday. They would save my seat
Absolutely.
if I didn't show up. They would
Now, so you were involved in Jamaica, like in choir and church activities.
Yes.
Did you also say that you played the piano and the
Yes,
organ?
Pastor.
Tell me about it. Tell us about.
Well, it so happened that my uncle, Herbert Donaldson, was a choir master, and there was a gentleman by the name of Alonzo Richards. He was the pianist.
Okay.
And he said to my uncle, "Why don't you let Delceta learn to play?"
Learn to play.
He said, "We don't have the money."
Oh.
And he said he would,
Teach you.
give a minimal fee he
Yeah.
wouldn't charge.
Yeah.
And he taught me. And every Sunday after church, they have the hymns ready for the next week.
Yeah.
And I would stay and play.
Yeah.
And we were just walking distance from church.
Oh.
So one day in the week, like on a Wednesday,
Yes.
I would go down
Yeah.
and play all the hymns.
Wow. Yeah.
And I had a ball.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe I should ask you to play here.
No. I haven't, and I'm not a play-by-ear person. I'm a play-by-notes. And because of that,
That's right.
I have forgotten.
I just said many people say that I can play by ear, like I can listen and play, but you say you have to play by the
I play
notes.
by notes, and it so happened that because of that, I found a friend that had a piano. And that every Sunday after church, I would go to her house. But instead of playing the piano, I would help her with her kids.
Oh, I see.
And I did that all these years. And now she celebrated her 100th birthday.
100th?
On the 23rd of March.
Oh, man. Oh, 100.
And every time I call, Mrs. Jarrett is her name, she would say, "Delceta, I don't forget those days when you came straight from church, take your clothes off, and help with the kids."
Oh, I see. Yeah, good old days. Good old days. Oh, right. Thank you. Just it's not in our script, but we talked about the Caribbean food.
Yes, Pastor.
Now, once I don't know how the Jamaica is different from Haiti. I was in Haiti a couple of times, and the food that they gave us, it was delicious. Is it pretty much the same or different? Jamaica
It's the same.
and Haiti.
It's great. There's a lovely island in the Caribbean Sea.
Okay.
An island full of oranges
Is that
and
right?
great green banana
Yeah,
trees.
is that right? Oh,
An island where the sugar cane
Yeah.
is waving in the breeze.
Yes.
Jamaica is its name.
It sounds like a poem.
We have ackee and codfish.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we call it saltfish instead of saying codfish.
Okay.
We have rice and peas. That's the Sunday dish.
Rice and peas.
Right.
Okay.
That's the main dish for Sunday.
Yes.
We have callaloo, that you call spinach here.
Oh. Okay. All right.
And we grow that in the garden.
Oh, that's right. That's
you
right.
don't
The
have to
weather.
plant
Yeah,
it,
that's
just
true.
grow on its
Yeah,
own.
yeah.
We have what they call curry goat.
Curry goat. Okay.
Goat.
Goat.
It's curried with curry, like, turmeric?
Yes, yeah, that's
Well,
right.
it looks like
Is it?
turmeric.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But you can't miss that if you go to Jamaica.
Oh, is
You
that
must
right?
have some.
Yeah. So people eat very healthy food there.
Very healthy food. And
Oh.
all the fruits that you can think about. Soursop, orange, tangerine, stanza.
Is it year round? The
Most
weather?
of them have their certain times to come around, but they're always fruits in season.
Food in season.
And when you go to Jamaica, you can be prepared for mango in August, July, August. Say from June, July, August, it's mango season.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Oh.
Soursop,
So when was the last time you visited again?
Unfortunately, Pastor, I have not gone to Jamaica in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But one of my closest friends in Florida, who passed away
That's right.
since I came up here, invited me to her home. And I went there in 2013.
Oh, just almost 9 years ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that was, but prior to that, it was a very long time. It was like 20 years prior to that.
Each time you visit, you have a great how would I say it, memory and
Yes.
fun, right? Oh, this. Oh.
My husband was from the Virginia in the United States.
Okay.
And he and myself had gone on a few cruises.
Oh, good for you.
And we stopped there.
That's
and he
right.
said, I'm going to come back to climb these trees. He loved
Is that right?
the trees.
Climb the trees.
Yes.
Banana trees?
Not the banana, but the pineapple.
The coconut.
The coconut you can't climb. You have to be... But he wanted to go back, and we did go back.
We did go.
Except when we had planned to go, there was a bad hurricane called Gilbert.
Okay, Gilbert.
In 1988.
Oh.
And
you have a good memory. Yeah, thanks. Thanks so very much.
We still went and stayed at a hotel because they had this, what is called that other type of light that you have when the lights are out.
Lights.
Delco light.
Okay.
Yes, so we use that at the hotel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Like and subscribe. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Delceta White. If I ask one thing you like about our church, what would it be?
The people are very friendly. Do what you can for the Lord.